Okay, free flowing. This is a technique that's definitely sort of difficult to talk about on camera, but we'll do our best. So the first thing you need here, you need to make a filter pipette, and this is what's referenced on your setups packet about during the microscale extraction. So free flowing is something we normally do after an extraction. We add a drying agent to the organic layer after we've extracted the aqueous layer. And the drying agent serves to remove any extra water in the organic layer to make sure that you have a nice purified product. So we need to make this filter pipette to start, and you do that by taking a small pipette and putting a real small piece of cotton in the top. Use a longer pipette to push that down. Just push that all the way down to the bottom, not too hard. And then you can just set that aside for later. So here you have your organic layer here that you've just extracted the aqueous layer from, and we're going to add slowly a small amount of drying agent. So the purpose here, the drying agent will basically complex with any water that's left over in your solution, and when it does that, it will clump together. So you have your small crystals, and then when they hit the water, they'll clump to form kind of a big clump there on the bottom. You want to kind of shake up your vial a little bit. If everything clumps together, you add a little more. Try not to spill like I did there. If you do spill, just clean it up. And you want to continue to add until you see that whatever you just added doesn't form new clumps. So the clumps that form originally are going to always be there, but once it's sort of complex with all the water in there, it won't form new clumps. So you can see there that it's kind of like some small granulars that don't clump together. This is really tough to see on camera, and there's no exact amount that you always need to add. It's sort of a judgment call that you need to make, but you also don't want to add too much drying agent, because then you'll just sort of saturate your organic product, which is not what you want. But you can see on the fringes there that there's the drying agent is what we call free flowing. It remains as individual granulars, and that's when you're done adding. Then you go on, you take your pasture pipette, and then you want to pass it through the filter pipette that we made earlier to make sure if you draw up any of the drying agent, it will be filtered out through the cotton. So just draw up everything there and pass it through your filter pipette into another Erlenmeyer flask or conical vial or something. One trick you can use if you have some liquid that's stuck in the pipette, the filter pipette, at the end after you've passed everything through, just put the bulb on the back of that filter pipette, and if you squeeze the bulb, it'll send everything else through the filter pipette. Then you have nice, dry, pure organic layer.